For a solid to change to a liquid, the temperature must first increase. Ice can turn to water by the temperature increasing. This is a process called melting. This is an example of ice particles. Solid particles are tightly packed together, but with enough energy at a hot enough temperature, they can break free of the rigid structure and become free-floating particles as a liquid. A liquid to a gas. The temperature must again rise. The two ways for a liquid to become a gas are through boiling and evaporation. This is an example of gas particles. These are free-floating particles that take up the space of anything you put them in. Boiling. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, so it first must hit that temperature or go above it to boil. When water boils, it produces steam. So the water turns to a gas through boiling. Another way water can turn to a gas is through evaporation. An example of that would be water droplets on leaves. The sun increases the temperature of the water droplets and brings them up as a water vapor. The difference between boiling and evaporation is that boiling must go through many phase changes for it to happen, and evaporation happens on the surface. So, boiling must undergo multiple changes for it to happen, but evaporation is quick and it takes a slow amount of time for it to happen. A gas to a liquid. A gas to go to a liquid is quite simple. It's through a process called condensation. An example of that would be when you take a hot shower. The hot water produces steam, which produces water droplets on the mirror. A liquid back to a solid. A liquid going back to a solid must mean the temperature must decrease through a process called freezing. This is an example of how water freezes and becomes solid particles once again.